Article 1. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood.
My name is Kayra Martinez. I'm the Director of Love Without Borders for Refugees in Need. We are a nonprofit based in Athens, Greece, and we are supporting the refugee population from the Middle East and Africa here in Greece. In 2015, as I was based in Frankfurt, Germany as a flight attendant for United Airlines, I saw on television the influx of refugees coming into Germany. I felt as humans we're obliged to help other humans in need. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to be involved. It was very overwhelming for me to have 4,000 people in a refugee camp that just fled their country. With everything I do, I try to break it down to a simple project. So one day, I brought paper and crayons. I sat down the materials and I let them paint. It was a really powerful day that changed many lives. They were painting about crossing the Aegean Sea from Turkey to Greece. These were children that were 5 years old, 7 years old, and I realized that there was a lot of trauma there by what they were drawing. So this is how I decided that we were going to have art in our program, and I went and I bought the most expensive canvases, the best quality of acrylics, and the best painting brushes because that's what they deserved. We bring them to our gallery. We set up art workshops for them so that they can paint. Painting is a very healing method for them. By offering them to paint, we can also buy the paintings that they make and give them some financial support so that they can buy food for their families and if they're living in an apartment, accommodation. I always try when I'm working with the children is to build them up. And I remember one little boy, after he finally got to Germany, his family called me and said, I just wanted to let you know that I have a closet now in Germany and I'm still the best artist in the world.
Kayra isn't satisfied with just helping refugees through art. Additionally, she wants them to be able to go into the world on their own without continuous help from Love Without Borders and similar grassroots organizations.
Our aim at Love Without Borders is to empower refugees that are displaced in Greece. We want to see them independent from all organizations. We want to see them learning and being able to become independent so that they can integrate into the local community.
Through his civil rights work, Robert F. Kennedy helped to restore dignity to many individuals, including African Americans who had been worn down by segregation and a lack of civil rights. By fighting for their rights, he, like Kayra, helped to bring self-determination to many individuals.
Individuals outside of Greece can help by making a donation to organizations that are supporting refugees. They can hold a pop-up art event in their community. They can buy art supplies for Love Without Borders. It's really important they inform themselves, and the programs that are running all around the world try to help grassroots organizations. It's very important and something that I learned the last 10 years of being in a humanitarian field.
George School students visited the Love Without Borders gallery to help run an art workshop for refugee children in need. Bringing their pieces back to Pennsylvania, they displayed them in a gallery, spreading awareness to a new audience, and auctioned the art off, sending the profits back to Love Without Borders.
What I've learned by speaking at schools all across the world, if we want to help and make a change, that it's important to start with small changes. And I tell the students, whether they're 5 years old or university, if you want to see changes in the world, we have to start small. We can't solve the refugee crisis. We don't have the power that the government has to make these changes, but we can start by helping in our local community. We can start helping by going to Greece to help support the refugee community abroad. Everybody can do something, and by starting small, that's what's changing the world.